Imagine this. You wake up fully aware, eyes wide open, but your body refuses to move. Now imagine a shadow, not just any shadow, but something alive, something watching, creeping closer, reaching out. And when it finally touches you, it doesn't just freeze your body. It steals the very thing you need most. Your voice. This isn't a nightmare. This is what happened last night, and I still don't know if I escaped or if it let me go. It began on a night like any other. The kind of night so ordinary it doesn't even deserve remembering. Dinner, a late show playing in the background, scrolling mindlessly on my phone until my eyes stung. There was no sense of doom, no warning. I slipped under the covers thinking of nothing in particular, lulled by the hum of my fan and the faint creaks of the house settling. But then the quiet grew strange. It was subtle at first, the kind of silence you don't notice until it feels wrong. The fan still spun, the house still shifted, but everything seemed muffled, like someone had thrown a heavy blanket over the world. When I opened my eyes, I realized I was awake. Or almost awake. The ceiling loomed above me in shades of gray, but my chest felt heavy. My arms lay useless at my sides. My legs wouldn't twitch. I tried to roll, to even shift my head, but nothing obeyed. I was trapped inside my own body. At first, I thought it was just sleep paralysis. I'd heard of it. People waking up, unable to move, seeing things that weren't really there. Hallucinations. Just the brain playing tricks. But then I saw it. In the corner of my room, darker than the dark around it, a figure stood. No features, no face. Just a silhouette, tall and hunched, as if it had been waiting. It didn't move, but the weight of its attention pressed on me harder than chains. I could feel its eyes even though it had none. The paralysis tightened, my chest squeezed, my breathing turned shallow as though invisible hands pinned me down. Panic rose, hot and sharp. I tried to jerk, to twitch a finger, anything, but the shadow only leaned closer. And then it turned its head. I swear I couldn't see eyes, but I knew it was looking at me. Not just looking, seeing. Peering into me with a hunger that made my skin crawl, though I could not move an inch. That was when I tried to scream. My throat convulsed, my lungs strained. In my mind, I was shrieking, begging for someone, anyone, to hear me. But what escaped wasn't sound, not even a rasp. It was nothing. And in that emptiness, I felt it. A pull. The shadow wasn't just holding me down. It was taking something. It leaned closer, the air turning colder with each breath. A silence thicker than death filled the room. I tried again to scream, but instead of sound, it was like something inside me tore loose. A string being pulled, unraveling. My voice, my very ability to speak, gone. Not blocked, not stifled, stolen. The shadow's shape flickered, and though it never spoke, I heard it in my mind. You won't call for help. You won't warn them. You belong to silence now. The terror of being pinned down paled in comparison to that realization. Something had taken what was mine, something essential. I wasn't just voiceless in that moment. I felt incomplete, hollow. It ended as suddenly as it began. The weight vanished. Air surged back into my lungs. My body lurched upward in a violent gasp. The shadow was gone. I scrambled out of bed, clutching my throat, whispering hoarse words into the silence just to hear myself. My voice was back, but it wasn't the same. Thinner, quieter, like I had been permanently weakened, as if it had only returned a fraction of what was once mine. The room felt colder, emptier, though everything looked the same. Yet I couldn't shake the feeling that the shadow hadn't left. It had simply retreated, waiting. Before I go further, I need to know. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis? Have you ever seen a shadow figure, or worse, felt something take from you? Share your story in the comments below. And if you're still listening, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because the more we share these stories, the less alone we are in facing them. For the rest of the night, I didn't dare close my eyes. Every flicker of darkness seemed alive. Every shadow stretched too far. The silence in my room was no longer peaceful. It was threatening. Since that night, sleep is no longer simple. I dread the weight of the blanket, the darkness that seeps in after the lights go out. Because what if it comes back? What if it finishes what it started? Some nights, I wake up sweating, whispering just to test if my voice is still mine. Other nights, I avoid sleep altogether, terrified that closing my eyes will invite it in again. The truth, sleep doesn't feel safe anymore. I've read about sleep paralysis. The scientific explanation is simple. Your brain wakes up before your body does. Hallucinations fill the gap. Paralysis keeps you from acting out dreams. The shadow, they say, is a trick of the mind. But here's what science doesn't explain. Why did it feel like something was taken? Why did my voice vanish, not just in that moment, but in the hours afterward, thin and broken? Was it my brain playing tricks? Or did something real step through the cracks of sleep to claim me? I don't know, but I do know this. Whatever it was, it left a mark. Maybe this is just the beginning. Maybe the shadow doesn't come once. It comes back, each time taking a little more. Your movement, your breath, your voice, until there's nothing left of you at all. And maybe that's how the legends of shadow people begin. Not with hallucinations, not with fear, but with real things, in real bedrooms, stealing pieces of us one night at a time. So if you wake up tonight, unable to move, and you feel something watching from the corner, don't try to scream, because it might just be listening. If this story unsettled you, leave a comment with your own experiences. I read them all, and some of your stories are even scarier than mine. Make sure to like this video if you want more, and subscribe so you never miss the nightmares waiting just beyond sleep. And remember, next time you wake in silence, make sure your voice is still your own.